Good morning, it is Sunday, it's about 9 o'clock, so a little late on starting today, but I have taken down all my canvases and anything that was, well, apart from there's a few left, sat on there. So there's some big 12 by 12 canvases that are probably going to stay there. The drawer was full and still is full of canvases. So everything is now on my, oh, look what I can see. Last night I finished tidying up my pens and I found Adirondack, the original markers, and I tested them to see if they work, and they do. So I was playing about with them last night. Yeah, so all these canvases, and there's also these canvas bags to alter and these paper mache boxes that I don't think are going to fit into the right drawer, but I wish they did, because they don't belong with canvases. And then there's just stacks and stacks of all kinds. So these, there's 8 there, so 5 by 7. Yep, 5 by 7 canvases. Then there's another one. That is canvas board 5 by 7 that looks like it's got a little bit warped. Then these are the Prima watercolour ones, which probably should be stored with watercolours or watercolour paper. But that shelf is kind of packed already. I don't know. But yeah, they should be with watercolour really. Those canvas bags, I don't know where they're going to go. Then there's 2 of these. I think they're about 10 by 10. Then A4 canvas board. Then I've got, oh, that one's even got something on it. Half finished canvas. I did that. I was going to film this for YouTube, and somebody else uploaded a video that had cups stacked, and I didn't want it to look like I was copying theirs, so I just stopped doing it. I know that's a silly reason, there's loads of artwork with cups stacked, but maybe I'll finish it one day. 20 by 20 canvas boards. There's going to be an avalanche in a minute. 15 by 15 canvas board. 8 by 8, which is the same as 20 by 20, I think. Then there's these, that's actually watercolour boards, but it's got acrylic on it. And these are 12 by 12 that I've painted backgrounds on, but not done anything with. So they can actually just go back with the 12 by 12 ones. Then, because that's not enough canvas for one person, there's more canvas boards. I think I got an offer on these. I'm hoping I did. I don't know whether I'm making that up or not. More canvas board. There's some of those long, I really like this size, 10 by 5. It's a really nice size. That is just chipboard that's been painted. That's not even canvas. That can be recycled. 8 by 8 canvas. Then these things in the drawer. Let me move the camera over. That is a canvas on an easel. And then these are all like little tiny ones. Obviously somebody sent me that one to alter. See how cute they are? I think they're like 3 by 3. And then there's some even tinier ones. And then, I don't know what size that is, 6x4. So and there's another easel in there and some more 7x5s. So I think I have, well, clearly not enough room in there. The watercolour ones can go with watercolour stuff. There's not that many of them. But over here, right there, is an empty drawer. So I think what I might do is take them out of this little drawer and put the smaller ones in there and see if that can get rid of, not get rid of, you know what I mean, store them more efficiently. The only thing is I don't want to stack too many because otherwise this happens and I don't go in the box because the thing I want is always at the bottom. I have some of these little easels in the drawer with the wooden ultrables, so I might put that there and maybe unwrap that one. Okay, so that is the first job for today, is to sort this out. See, if I got the canvases out of here, the canvas bags could go in here. Or something else could go in here. I don't know. There's that roll of canvas as well it's dirty on one side until you unroll it, but I'm not, well, it's just dusty really because it's been stored down the side of a unit, but I don't want to take that off because it's kind of keeping the rest of it clean. Not that it really matters, it's going to be painted, but yeah, okay, I need to just get on with this and sort out all of these. I buy them thinking I'm going to do loads of canvases and sell them, and I very rarely sell anything because it's so much hassle. So much hassle to post things and worry about whether people get things or whether it's going to be damaged in the post and all that kind of carry on. That's why I don't sell things. I do occasionally. Maybe one day I'll get myself organised and do something like that. Anyway, there's a stack of YouTube videos in the making. Alright, I'm going to get on with it. Catch up with you soon. Well, this is about the best I've come up with. I've still got some things stacked on there, but they're much more accessible. So I've got the bottom 12x12 canvases, included those two that have got painted backgrounds, then A4, then two box canvases which I think are about 10x10, and then there's some 8x10 board canvases and that roll of canvas. I don't know what else to do with it. Then I tried the drawer on the other side for the rest of them, but they don't all fit and I wanted them all together, so I've taken two drawers. I've put the foam stamps were in the second one there, so I've moved them down a drawer, and the two top drawers are sat on my desk, and yeah, these are full of the rest of the canvases that were stacked on top. So one drawer has all square canvases except one, so there's 8x8 canvases, then some 6x6 board canvases, then those little tiny ones, and there's these ones as well, 5x5 and 4x4. That's the only one that isn't square that's in here because it doesn't fit in the other container, but they're pretty accessible, so I don't need to, you know, I can reach to get the biggest canvas in that drawer quite easily. This one is more full because I have more rectangular canvases. Pretty much all the same size though. These are all the, what size were they? 5x7? Yeah, 5x7, so there's two things of 4 and one odd one, and then these are all, oh, that's one of them as well, but these are all the same size as well. So there's some box ones and then some board ones. Then I have 3 that are still rectangular, the 4x5, those little tiny ones and the long narrow ones, those 10 by 5s down the side. So they're going to live over there. The only thing that hasn't got a home are these paper mache boxes. They don't fit in the drawer that I organised with paper mache stuff, so I don't know what to do with them. The only thing I could do, because I do want to keep these, I use them probably more than any other paper mache shape. The only thing I could do is go back and look at that drawer and declutter something else to make these fit. But I don't really want to do that. So I need to think about that anyway, because I do want everything to have a home. I'm sick of things being sort of moved from one place to another because they don't have a permanent home. And that was the whole point of doing this. So anyway, these can go back. There is 2 drawers of adhesives below these. So there's these 2, the foam stamps, 2 drawers of adhesives. I'm not sure what else. Oh, there was an empty drawer. I put the canvas bags in there, and then the very bottom drawer has some fibres and lace in, so maybe I should look at that as well. But it's not very accessible, so I don't want something in there that needs to be used all the time. But we'll see. Anyway, these are going back. I'll get those drawers out to look at next. That unit should get done today. I did the pens last night, but I didn't show you. These are what are under my desk. So I have the Krylon leafing pens, which I did kind of check them, but there's no point checking them because I know these are my favourite gold pens ever. But the problem is the nibs dry up virtually. If you don't use them like every day, which I don't, the nibs just dry up. So I've got 3 silver ones. That one is a Pilot pen that is probably about 20 years old and still works, but the gold is just dull compared to Krylon. But anyway, I'm keeping these. There's a copper one and a red copper, is that called? Red shimmer. I'm keeping them because I also have a packet of nibs in here. I don't know whether you can see them. So when I want to use them, I just change the nib, which is frustrating, but to me it's worth it. Oh, there's actually an embossed pen in there as well. Anyway, that's that one. The next one was those Adirondack pens. I don't know if anybody else remembers these. They're probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years old, but they work because I did that little bit of colouring with them. That was just playing around last night to see if they worked, but they work really well for watercolouring. So that's how I use them. Then I've got Jelly Roll Stardust pens and Jelly Roll Glaze pens, which I use, and then some souffle pens as well. So they get used, so they stay. Right, that's it for now. I'm going to get those other drawers out with adhesives in, and I will meet you back here. Okay, these are the next 2 drawers. These are all adhesives. They're fairly well organised, I think. Well, let's look at this one first. So this has got my glue for my glue gun, so that needs to stay. Then there's some blue tack in there, which I didn't know was there, but it's handy. Now I can see this is just PVA. I don't think I need 2 of them though. I wonder if I either bought one because I forgot I had the other one, or I bought them because they were on offer. But they should be together maybe. The rest of these, well, they're not exactly adhesives. These are, well, that's spray mount. Oh, jeez, I don't need two of them. Allows for, did these both say that on? Allows for repositioning. It does not at all. Right, I might give up one of them because I don't need two. So I'll keep one. I very rarely use it anyway. That's as good as gone. That's Rust-Oleum sealer. Because there's a matte one and a gloss one. They're nearly gone. And I don't use them that often. And then there's this one, which is a Krylon one. There's more in that. This I forgot I had. This is repositionable. What does it say? I don't even think it's been used. Shake the container well before use. Surfaces to be bonded should be dry, clean, free from grease. To allow for repositioning, apply to one surface only with a light even coat at a distance of 15 to 20 centimeters. Allow adhesive to dry until tacky, then press surfaces together. For an instant permanent bond, apply adhesive to both surfaces. That's kind of the same as that, I bet. I don't know, but that's new. Will I use these? You know what, I don't think I will. Is that one gloss or... It doesn't say. I know this stuff has to be sprayed outside though. Well, I think this does too actually. Crystal clear acrylic spray goes on clear, stays clear, protects your metal, plastic, ceramic, fabric, paper surfaces permanently. Seals porous surfaces. Does not yellow with age. Doesn't say whether it's gloss or matte. I'm going to keep these for now. I might replace them because when I do need something that's sealing, needs sealing, then they were pretty good ones. Right, okay, they can stay. So give up one of those. Let's see what's in this one. Right, so I've got those two. I don't need two, let's look at them. Okay, that's open. It looks like you have to cut the tip, so let's see if I've cut both of them. No, that's brand new. I don't know. I'm going to put it in here for now while I think about it. Right, these are all tapes. And they're 3D foam. They're just labels. Araldite, I don't use that. It's one of those 2-part ones. But I've got E6000 and that glues just about everything. So I'm going to get rid of that. That's masking tape. That looks like micropore tape. That can go. These are spare Zig. I really like these. They're unopened and I do use those a lot. That looks like more micropore tape. That's foam tape. They're more of those masking tapes, which I don't really use these very much because they're not very sticky at all, even for masking. And that is a roll of magnetic tape at the back, which I do use. So that's bookbinding tape, which is for my, I bought this for my moleskin to redo the binding with. since I had to cut it. So maybe that can go in there because that's not something that's used all the time. 2 packets of sticky dots. I don't really use these, but they're brand new packets, so they're handy just in case. I used to use them a lot when I did card making years ago, but I don't really, I mean I still make cards, but I don't really use it anymore. Masking tape, sellotape, these are all, right, okay. That's score tape. And the ones in packets are like score tape, they're very thin ones. This is what I use most of the time, it's the sellotape brand. That one should be at the front because it needs using up. Foam tape. I think that's it. There's nothing. Well, the only other things that could go in here. Why don't I stack those together? They're all foam tape. Is that foam tape? Yeah. I've got some backups of the sellotape, which I've. You can't even see this box. Okay. Right, so I've put the foam tape there. Foam squares, rectangles, whatever they are there. Masking tape, sellotape, masking tape, score tape type things, and this is the sellotape brand one that you couldn't see a minute ago. I've got some backups of these that I keep down the side of the unit, but I might put them in here. The only reason I keep them down the side is if the drawer gets messy and I can't find anything, I'll just grab one and open it, and I'm trying to avoid doing that. But I think I'll be good. If I put them at the back, I won't open them. So let's see if I can fit them all in though. Maybe, maybe not. To be stacked. Well, they will go that way. I just buy packs of them at a time because I use them so much. So I think they come in a 12 pack. And I just get them off eBay. You can usually find the best prices there, or Amazon. Right. Well, they fit in. I just need to rearrange everything else. So will that foam tape? No, of course it won't. Why would it? That would stand up, but it's going to fall over every time I open the drawer. You will fit, you will. See, it does fit. There we go. Foam tape. Foam squares. Tapes I'm currently using. There we go, organised, done. Everything's in there. So that's not too bad. I didn't think there was very much to declutter from there, but it's a bit more organised. They're off the floor. Things to go. Very old micropore tape, araldite glue, if you don't like it. And the extra spray adhesive. That's fine. Okay, job done. I'll get the next drawer out. Right, this is the very last drawer because the one after the adhesives I put the canvas in, and this is gorgeous lace. You see how pretty that is? I got this on eBay for a really good price. I think I paid like £4 for it or something. And there's 58, that can't be right, 58 metres. That can't be right. Anyway, there's a lot on here. I'm not sure it's that much. This is Prima lace that I bought. I think there's maybe 5 meters on there, or there was. I could do with a pin in it, but then, yeah, I don't want to do that because it might go rusty. And then these are all fibres that I've still got that box of fibres on the floor. I don't need all of these. And I think, and there's all sorts in there. Bits of lace, more bits of lace. That's nice lace. The pink one I won't use. I used to have a ton more of this. Yeah, I won't use that. I don't think anybody else would use that either. That's pretty. I don't know what to do with them. I'm thinking that the ones that are wound onto card are from these, but I'm not sure. That's really nice. And that's really nice. That's ribbon that I'm never going to use. Alright, I can give that up. They're just tiny little bits. They could go into here. So this is where I keep all the bits for tags and things. I'm going to throw them in there. Let's take them out. Right, that should be, I've got ribbons next door, so anything that's ribbon should be next door. I can live without that. I never like this stuff. It always looks nice on people's cards and things, but then when you try and stick it down, oh, it's such a pain. That's ribbon. That's really pretty. That one, I'm not keen on this one. I think it's there's like a creamy colour that's kind of like a green toned cream, and it sort of makes it look dirty. It's really soft though. That's not even that one. Right, give up that one because I don't think I'll use it. I'm going to give up that one as well. And that one. That's just a little bit, so that can go with bits. So is that. I like that one. That's bits. That's a nice colour though. They go really well together. I'm going to give up that as well. I think I have some of that wound onto a card, so that can go. Well, I should check really. So I like these eyelash fibres. I'll keep that one. I do like that. Oh, look at that. A whole thing of ribbon. I won't ever use that. That can go. That can go. Is that DMC thread? No, it's not DMC. That can go. Do you know what? I bet that's a melted elastic band. Well, that's kind of all over that ribbon, so that needs to go. That can stay. That can go. That's got some bits of that melted elastic band on it, but it's only going to be a little bit. See, this is why I have so many when they're £1. That's fabric flowers. I'm not going to use them. Didn't even know I had them. Quite like that. But it needs to be with ribbon. And that can go in the bits box. Right, so that's all well and good keeping those. I want to keep that one, but I don't really want them in here. And then there's nowhere for these large quantities. Because all my lace hangs on my door, except the stuff that's in large quantities, like those. I'm thinking I don't really want all these things in here. These are going to go, right. Oops. Okay, they can go and somebody else might be able to use them. Then they've got a pile of stuff that just needs to go. And I don't think anybody would use it. I've got a few ribbons that need to go next door. Right, let me... Do you think anybody would use it? See, I like that one. Let's take that top one off. I'll do it in a minute. I'll put it with my bits. Right. That's all trash. Okay. What I need to do is look at my other fibres. That's... I don't know if anybody want that. You see, these things that have been taken off the stand, that maybe they could go in here though. But then I won't reach for them because they're out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind. Let me see. I do have actually I've got an empty drawer though, haven't I? I could move them. But I bet they fit. It'd be good if they all weren't coming undone. Where's the purple bit? I don't even like that. I'm going to let that one go. I think, did I just let a ball of that go? I'm not sure. This is the thing, I only use these for tags. I really like that. This is a lot of tags, isn't it? Right, let me take those ones out because I'm seeing if I've got some of these wound onto cards. They're not all going to fit. You can't even see what I'm doing really, can you? I'm trying to fit them into here. But they're not going to go. And I don't have any more drawers. And I don't want them like this. I'm just kind of seeing what I've got for now. That's really nice. I don't like that black one. That black one can go. Oh, what to do, what to do. So those ones that I want to keep I don't have wound onto anything. They're just there. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, isn't it? I am letting all these go, but it's still ridiculous. So the only thing I can do is try them in a bigger drawer. This one. So let's try that. I'm running out of places to put things. See, these could be wound onto cards. I don't think they're going to fit in here either. We'll see. I can get some down the side though in this one at least, and I can see them all. Okay, well this looks more promising. They're all not wound on. So I can't get them that way as well. So they're still not going to fit. Do they stand up? No, they don't stand up. They're too tall. Have I got... Oh no, they're different ever so slightly. I'm going to get rid of that one. Well, this is still not a solution. Take the lace out for now. I just have too many. That's all the ones that are wound on. Then I've got some loose balls of fibres that I could wind onto something, I guess, and sit them on top. And maybe sit them on top. I know I'm not the only one that collects far too much. It's hard to part with stuff, isn't it? Because you never know what colour you're going to need. But really, I could have this and colour it any colour I want. But I have this. And they don't have a home. Well, I've been through the drawer. I know it's here. Those fibres that were on cards are not sat on the floor anymore. So that's slight progress. They are all in a drawer. And I've given up some. I think I need to wrap these ones onto cards, or if anybody's got any kind of solution that's better than mine, let me know. That'll have to do for now. So it's taken one free drawer, but freed up another one. I'll have to think about that arrangement, because this drawer is in a prime place for being able to get to, and I'm not sure whether something that I use more frequently might be better located in it. But anyway, we'll call it done for now and maybe rethink it at a later point. Okay, that's it for now. I don't know what to do next. The drawer units are done. Well, the options are, these are the options. Windowsill, all those containers, and I could decorate those containers. So that's one option. If I decorate those, then I can get rid of some of those smaller pots. Or I have units under my desk to do as well. And there is always 2 shelves behind me. The shelves that we've spent a long time on. The 2 top shelves haven't been touched yet. One's got flowers and glimmer mist, the other one's got, I don't know, all kinds of stuff stood behind canvases, but I need a chair to stand on to get to them. Maybe I should do that. Right, well, I'll have a think about that. I am going to put these away, put this empty drawer back, think about what might need to go in there, and think about what to do next. Okay, see you soon. The next thing I'm going to look at are the inks that stand on my table. I'm pretty sure these are okay, so I'm just going to go over them. So I have 2 VersaFines. One, you can see I've written indexing only. That's because there's hardly any ink left in it, and I keep the newer one for actual projects. Brilliance. I have 2 Brilliance inks that are out here. One is the white, which I don't use that often, but it's there. And a Memento I use that for when I'm using Copics, so that can stay. Then VersaFine Vintage Sepia. I very rarely use it, but I do want to hang on to it. I've got 2 Versamarks. One of them, this is my clean Versamark, although there is something on it, but this is the one I try and keep clean, and the other one I don't care about. It looks like that. So that's why I've got 2 of those. One's for clean things and one's where it doesn't really matter. Memories ink. Somebody recommended this to me and I don't like it, so that can go. It's not, to me, it's nowhere near as white as the Brilliance, so I'm going to let that one go. There's my other Brilliance, which is gold, and a Stays On Black, which I very rarely use, to be honest, but it's there if I need it. Oh, and Stays On Timber Brown. This used to be my favourite brown until Archival released Potting Soil, and now that's my favourite brown, but that can still stay there. So there was only really one ink that didn't need to be on there. That sepia VersaFine can go at the bottom because that's rarely used. Memento doesn't need to be upside down. I keep most of them upside down unless they're really new, and then the ink is always on top. So that was a quick job really. Could do a dusting, that's for sure. Now I'm going to take the stuff out the windowsill, I think, and go through all these. So I've got my brushes. They're pretty well organised. I have destashed these quite recently, so pretty much everything that's here is staying. Then I've got this container with pencils, palette knives. I think some of my palette knives need cleaning off, so that's one job that can be done. I keep a few old toothbrushes in here. I keep a couple of clean ones for texturising clay, and I keep really dirty ones for, you can see that's absolutely battered and worn. I've got 2 like that I use for cleaning rubber stamps when I've had paint on them, just to make sure none gets stuck. Then I've got all my little lolly sticks, coffee stirrers, and a few cotton buds that are always handy. Oh, these or these need relocating. These are fusible film that I've chopped into tiny pieces to use with resin. So they need putting into better containers than that and putting with resin. Cocktail sticks, they need to stay. They're handy for various things. I've got a nail file. I've actually got 2 nail files in here, and I don't need 2. I just use it for filing paper and things, anything that needs filing. Then I've got, these are off my Prima watercolour brushes. They keep falling off. They're supposed to go on the caps like that. Oh, see, it's come off again. I didn't put it in properly. Yeah, they go in the caps like that, but because I'm so rough pulling the caps off, I pull those off as well. Anyway, I'll put them back in the brushes. Then I've got, these are the containers that I'm getting a little tired of. I do like them. This is on my YouTube channel, but it's, you know, it's a good fair few years old now. So I'm ready for a change, and I want a bigger container. There's a few, what is that? Oh, that's these Bic, what are they called? Bic round stick. These, I've got a few of these. They're hanging around because you can, whatever type of plastic they're made of, you can put them in the oven for about 10-15 minutes without them melting. So, because everyone wants to put pens in the oven, there is a reason. I cover them with clay to make decorative pens, so they need, you can't just use any pens, otherwise they melt. So that's why that's in there. These are clay tools, which these could, they could come out and go with clay tools, but to be honest, I always grab them from the windowsill. There's a couple more of those droppers, which I don't know what, I relocated them somewhere. This is a problem with tidying up. I don't remember where I put anything. There's a bag of those somewhere. That's the hammer that I saved out of the Making Memories little set. There's a nib pen in there, another nib pen. A little pricking tool or piercing tool. Oh, there's, see, that's a, well, it's not a pen, but that's a knife that it's got no blade in it in the minute, but that's a knife that I covered with clay quite some time ago. It's kind of covered in paint and all sorts now, but this needs some kind of something on top, because the number of times I stabbed myself with it. So there's all those, and this one here with another rusted one with scissors and paper distresser. I think, yeah, these, I got rid of loads of these last time I did a destash, and I kept these 2, that one's a stamp edge and one's a scallop edge, and I don't think I've used them at all since that last destash. And I'm fairly sure I've got a die, one of the Tim Holtz on the edge dies does a scallop. I don't know. I can't cut straight with them, so I don't know why I keep them. There's a lid for a craft knife or something. there's one of the, oh, that, look how brittle that is because it's been in the sun. That was a cap off, you know what you get on new paintbrushes? That's because daylight's hitting them all the time. And then there's this tray here, which has all old like store cards in it that I use for scraping paint. I use them for scraping the paint off my desk as well as scraping it onto pages. And there's masking tape, another sharpener, more sequin mesh. These are all things that I don't know that I need that many cards. So maybe I might take some out. There's the Ranger scraper. I do not like this at all, so I might just trash that. I don't know why, I just don't get on with it. I think it's because I'm so used to using the store cards. Then there's this little thing that is just a piece of styrofoam with knives in and blades and a clay blade and a pin apparently, but that, yeah, that stays. It's handy. Pair of detail scissors, which if you've watched my videos I use these all the time. They're the Pergamano curved edge ones. They're kind of pricey, but they're really, really good for very intricate cutting, so they're my favourite detail scissors. And that's about it. There's some bristle brushes hiding in the corner. There's a jar with quotes in that my friend Laurel made for me, which I do go into this jar and take things out and then try and work them into journal pages and ATCs and things. So I think what I'll do is the container, well, definitely this one, because this is exactly the same as these ones. I might take the old paper off those ones, actually use some of the paper that I've sorted out, find 3 pieces that are the same. I could do this one, it's a slightly different size and I don't know if that might bother me, but these big ones are only around they're only around at Christmas time, so I have to wait till Christmas to get a new one. Yeah, I might cover these with paper, all 3 of them, and then that's more of a fun thing to do. I think that's what I'll do. I'll choose some paper, decorate them all the same. I don't think I'll bother with, you know, I put lace and things on these, but I don't think I'll bother with that. Well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. And then redistribute all these supplies that are my go-to supplies. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Right, I think I've made a little bit of progress. It doesn't look that much different, I don't think, but anyway. So I've gone through all of these containers. I've taken 2, there was 3 of these rusted ones that I'd purposefully rusted, not that have just gone rusty. I took 2 of them down, left one of them there because I needed it still. And the 2, well, there was 2 containers that I repapered, and 2 others, the ones that were sat on my desk, I put paper on them. So that is, I don't know how, oh there we go, it focuses quite well. That is some Prima paper. It's a few years old, but it's really pretty, and I've got some more of it if I want to cover some more containers, which I probably will as soon as I get some more the same size. So I went through my brushes. Yeah, they were pretty well sorted. So there's my good watercolour brushes, then acrylic brushes, sort of middle of the, I won't say they're cheap, really cheap, but they're not expensive ones. They're art journaling brushes really, Royal and Langnickel most of them. Then there's some Better acrylic brushes, a little bit more expensive, so I'll keep them. I'd make sure I don't dip them in glue and things like that. Then just some tools, the silicone brushes from Prima, distressing tool, tweezers, palette knives, then scissors and pencils, and my little detail scissors are there because they were getting a bit lost in that container. And then there's some dip pens and spare craft knives and embossing tools, then my little wooden stirry sticks, cocktail sticks, just some tape and old store cards that I've kept. And then at the end, haven't done anything with those brushes, they're just bristle brushes that I use occasionally. On my desk, oh yeah, there's my little jar of quotes, removed that. The inks are still the same. I've still got all these bottles that I don't know what to do with. They can't stay there because I can't get to my ink. The re-inkers are under the stays on inks, and most of them are 4 stays on, so they could stay there, but I might just put them in a box with my other re-inkers. Then the only things I've got on my desk now, see, that little container there has got the flowers that I don't know whether I'm going to keep them or not, and it's got some other embellishments that just sit on my desk and never get used, but I can't throw them away for whatever reason. My little tray's still there, my waters container, that little plastic tray needs to move. It's got some spare tickets for my prompt box, which I may fill in at some point if I've got new things. There's still some handmade flowers sat on my desk, another container which has got clay pieces and Swarovski crystals, that's still there. Some beaded embellishments I've made that don't have a home. Those paper mache boxes that still don't have a home. Everything else is clear though. I've got a good amount of desk space. The lamp, oh yeah, they need clearing. They're those little fantasy or fusible fibre, no not fibre, fusible film that I've cut up for clay. So they need putting in a bag, and those colour pencils. I've not put them away because they're for a project that I'm halfway through. I added a couple of bits to those baskets, not many. My lamp now fits under there, so it's not right in the middle of my desk anymore, which it probably will have to be for filming, but it's not right now. And there's that little treasure chest of odds and ends. Oh yeah, I put these, I didn't mean to leave them on here actually, but where are we? I put my inks on here. They usually sit on my desk, but they can stay there, I guess, for now. They're not in the way. I guess they're more convenient there. Anyway, that is that job done. The next job would be, if I can go back, you probably can't see those. You can't see them very well, but the units under my desk, 2 plastic units of stamps and a wooden unit as well. So that's probably the next job, to get things out of there and see what I can destash from those drawers. I did take the Judikin stamps out already, so one of the drawers has got things taken out of it and destashed, but they still need sorting out. All my clear stamps are in those containers. There's one. So, more stamps, what do you know? I just need to, I need to stop buying stamps, that's what I need to do. Yeah, I want to go through these. There's some, see, they shouldn't be in there because they're Christmas stamps. They should be with my Christmas stamps. But yeah, go through these next, and the drawer below, which also has clear stamps. The one across from that has Tim Holt stamps, and they're probably all staying, but they do need indexing, which would be a massive, massive job. Anyway, I will crack on with this. I'm trying to edit videos in between, because when you watch these, they'll be a week behind, but I wanted them to be exactly a week behind because I talk about days. Don't ask me why that matters when they're a week behind, but anyway. So I'm going to try and get 2 videos up today. The first day, but I've broken it into 2 parts because it was like 2 hours long. So anyway, that's what I've been doing today, mostly video editing. Well, not editing as such, because I had to watch them back and make sure, you know, I wasn't filming the wall for 20 minutes. And they're not. I only filmed the wall for 15 minutes, so they're fine. They're not the best filming. I'm alright if I'm at my desk and I'm on a tripod and it's static, but moving around the room, I'm not especially good at that. Anyway, I will stop talking and get on. I'll go and see how my videos are doing, sort these out, check they're indexed, and that will be something else done. Bye for now. Well, I've just emptied out that box with all my stamps in, and I thought we could go through it together. I don't know whether people are interested in seeing every single stamp that I have, or I don't know, but this is what we're doing. So I don't really know where to start. Let's get them together. So these sets I'm going to keep. Coffee themed stamps. I don't know how well you can see them because they're clear and the light's going to reflect on them, so they're staying. This is a little stamp set that I've not used. It's a Hampton Art stamp set. I don't think I've used them. See, there's some words in there that are quite good, but I think I could donate that. Ooh, I like that page though. I don't know. It's on a maybe pile. These ones are staying. I really like these. These are a Prima set. Love that flower and that little sketchy flower on there. So they're staying. These ones are staying. Somebody gave me these and I really like them. Although I don't think I've used them. But I think they'd be really nice in a journal page. Those, they remind me of suns, but I don't think that's what they're supposed to be. I don't know, they're just little designs, I guess, and the little vine is nice. So they can stay. This one can stay. This is a hobby art stamp set with cakes and teacups, teapot, things like that. These ones, Inkadinkadoo, I like those. I'm not especially taken with the quality of these Inkadinkadoo sets though, and I have quite a few of them. They have some really nice stamps, but these are Claudine Helmuth stamps. I've used these a couple of times. They can stay for now. I think I really like them. It's just once I've used things a few times, I don't know, I want to use something else. And these are some flower ones by Papermania. They were, I think they only cost like £1 or so off eBay. But I like those. I think they'd be nice watercoloured. So I like these two, Prima stamps, borders. I think I've used that one at the edge there. The others I don't think so, but they're handy to have. Stampendous, I like their stamps quite a lot. So I like that set. This one, this one I could have sold 100 times. This is a stamp set that it's discontinued. I used it in a video once. It has all these little cats in all different positions, and when I think it was a tag video, and when I put the video out, there were so many people contacted me to say, where did you get that stamp set? And it was discontinued, unfortunately, nobody could find it. This set, Artemio, I think I could give this set up. I've indexed it, but I've not actually used the stamps. Yeah, I think I should give that one up. This is another Artemio set that I have used it, but very little. Don't know. That's in the maybe pile. This is another Paper Mania one that I bought fairly cheaply from eBay. I haven't used this set. It's I really like peacock butterflies, which is why I got it. And there's the big one there, and then there's some smaller ones. There's another smaller one, but you can layer it up as well if you want. And there's a couple of words on there. Flutterby wishes, wish, love. There's something at the bottom as well. Oh, I think it just says peacock butterfly. So yeah, I like that set. I've just not used it yet. 7 Gypsies. I really like this set. This is another one that I'm not thrilled on the quality of these stamps, but I do use this set, and I have used this set, so I'm going to keep it for now. Autumn Leaves. I don't use it very often, but I like the set. It's all journaling stamps. I want to keep it though. This one is Andy Skinner. Another one where the quality is not that impressive. I do prefer red rubber. And there are definitely some companies that do clear stamps really well, and others that don't. I'll hang on to it. I think this set's slightly better than another set I've got from Andy Skinner. I like this set a lot. This is Autumn Leaves again. It's called Wild Trees. They're all patterned trees. There's a little Christmas tree on there. They can be used for lots of different occasions. More themed pages. So I like that set. 7 Gypsies numbers. I do use these. They're good for backgrounds. There's some bits of acetate there, which I've obviously not put back, so they can stay. These ones. I bought these after I saw something that somebody had done, and they weren't that cheap either. These are good quality clear stamps. You can tell when you touch them. Yeah, I'll keep those. Who are they? But these are Autumn Leaves as well. I don't know about that one. I've not really used it very much. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. Tattered Angels clock. I've used it, but not very often. I think that can go in the maybe pile as well. Autumn Leaves. I like that set. It's kind of basic, but I like it. And another one with more journaling spots. I wonder if I really need 3. I might take another look at those journaling ones and see if I want to lose one of them. That's another Tattered Angels. That's a maybe. I think I don't know. That's a maybe. It's Heidi Swap. It's all clocks, but it's got the hands so you can set the time. think I'll give these ones up. They are Inkadinkado chandeliers. Yeah, I'll give those up. There's a little cup. I was going to say coffee cup, but it's got marshmallows on, so that makes me think hot chocolate. I like that. I like little stamps like that, so that can stay. These ones I like. They're good for all kinds of things, so they can stay. Right, let's grab the next pile. I like all of these ones for creating scenes. These are Lindsay Mason for personal impressions. So I've got quite a few of these ones. That's cute with the bunnies on. Another one, that one's got some tags on as well. There's more of those somewhere. These can stay. Paper Mania. They're a bit, I don't know, stiff to use. I think I might cut them up is what I'm going to do. And possibly remount them off whatever that topping stuff is, because it's really stiff. Yeah, I'm going to keep those anyway. Kaisercraft borders, they can go. I'm not a fan of Kaisercraft clear stamps either. So they can go. Get my piles mixed up here. That's a very, very old Prima set. I can't see that I'm going to use that. That one can go. Oh, there's more clocks with hands. That's Recollections. Maybe I ought to see which one's the best. That's mine. That's Bigger Faces. I don't know. Teresa Collins. Yeah, I think I'm done with that one. That one can go. That is a calendar stamp by Hampton Arts. Will I use that? I'm not sure I'd use it as a calendar. I might use the dates. The months rather. That's a Prima set. That's a maybe. It's another old one. I quite like this one. I've used the butterflies and the bird nest and the flowers. In fact, I might use all of those apart from the frame. So I'll keep that one. And that is what? Oh, there's stamps that somebody's given me. That one kind of goes with it. It's got another bird nest and a bird house. I'll keep that one. Then this one I've used quite a lot. It's Stampendous. The only thing that annoys me about the stamp set, I used this on my Halloween card series that I did a couple of years ago, and I like all the stamps, but do you see there's a little mouse or a rat right there? The stamp was missing when I bought it, and it really annoys me that it's not there, because I would have used him. Anyway, the rest have been used, and I will use those again, so they stay. These stay. Just Right clear stamps of leaves with, you probably can't see very well, but they've got script in the leaves. I've not put them back the right way around, and there's some text in there as well, so I like that set. These are staying, but they should be with my Christmas stamps. It's a personal impressions set. There's holly and 2 different poinsettias, and then a couple of words. So that's really nice. That would be nice watercoloured. More acetate. Let's get some of these bigger sets. that one can go. I think I'm done with that set. I got rid of the paper the other day, so I'll destash this as well. There's another one of those Lindsay Mason ones that stays. The scenic ones. There's all kinds of little bits and pieces, tiny flowers. I don't know how well you can see those. But there's some nice stamps in there. I like this one too. These are good quality stamps. By Wow, who make the embossing powders. I was really impressed with these, but I've not seen any other stamps from them. I'm not sure whether they currently make stamps or not, or whether it was something they made a couple and then didn't. I used this one recently to say I'm not really a fan of the Kaisercraft clear. I did use it recently and it stamped pretty well, that one, so that can stay. These ones I've used recently as well, the Hero Arts poppies. They stamp nicely. They're good quality. This set, this is Recollections. I don't think the quality's that great on this because I don't use it, and I use splatter stamps all the time. Maybe I need to test stamp it. I'll put it with my maybes and then I'll test stamp it. This one is a My Mind's Eye set, and I've used that. I like that set. Halloween. These are two that somebody gave to me. I'm not sure whether I've used them or not though. So maybe if I'm not using them I should give them up. I hate giving up things that people have given me though. It just feels like you're ungrateful, doesn't it? We'll see. I like these ones. Little cupcakes. And I like the font there that says cakes as well. I'm not sure you can see it that clearly. It's a little bunny. It's really cute. And it stays. That's Inkadinkado, I think. Yeah. But that feels, see, that feels better quality than some of the others. Maybe they changed the, whatever they use for them. That one, I really like this one. I've used this before. It's a dandelion and it says Make a Wish. It's really tiny. Spring Tinchy, so it's for 2-inch pieces of art or cards. These ones I like. These are Prima stamps. Well, I like them all at some point, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have bought them. But yeah, I like those. Love that. I love that little cat there. So they stay. These were freebies from Paper Tray Ink, but I don't think I've ever used them. I'm not sure what to do with those. I don't know. See, I like these little kind of centres for the flowers, but I'd use them as probably a background. And I like the text. They're a maybe. Then these little bird houses haven't been used. I think I only picked them up last year. So there's bird houses and then tiny little birds as well. They're cute, they can stay. These little ones can stay as well. Who are these by? Cars and Carters. I like both of those. They stay. Another Prima set, an older one. I don't know. I'm going to keep that one. There's another little tiny one, that's a bee. I like that one. That stays. that one, that's actually, it's not a clear stamp, that is a rubber stamp, but I've never used it. I think that one can go. So yeah, I'll give that one up. And I think I'll give that one up as well. That one can go. This one, see, this isn't clear either. This is, it's already indexed. It's indexed with my rubber stamps, but I kind of keep some of the cutesy stamps in this drawer, or I did. Looks like I might have moved some of them, but it's staying anyway. And these are staying. These are personal impressions cupcakes, so they stay. Chandeliers can go. I'm going to keep that stamp set though, I think. Yeah. Keep that one. Inkadinkado, they're rubber, not clear, so they're going to stamp well. Keep those. See what else there is. They're the same. They're red rubber, so they'll stamp well. Then these are some of these cutesy ones. They're all Sarah Kay, I think, most of them. But a lot of them I've not used. I'll keep that one. That is Tina Wenker. Stamper V anyways, who puts them out. Yeah, I really like these stamps, but the problem is they're so tiny. The spaces for you to colour. I don't know if you can see how detailed that is. So they're kind of tricky to colour. I have used that one though. I'm going to hang on to them for now and see if I use them or not. But they should probably be in a box because all my other cutesy stamps are in boxes. So maybe separate those. This one I like. Isn't that cute? That is Wild Rose Studio. They are some birds that go with those bird houses and the little tiny birds. They're Paper Mania. I'm going to hang on to those. And there's just a few more. It's a lot of stamps for somebody who doesn't like clear stamps, isn't it? These are these basic grey. Yeah. I can't remember what the quality's like. I think I'll hang on to these. Some of them I just need to re-stamp. It's such a long time since I've used them. That one can stay. Little Halloween one. And that one can stay. That's really cute. So I never put cute things on my videos because, well, I don't really know why, to be honest. I think because it started off as a mixed media art channel, and I never used to put cards on it, but I do now, so I don't know. This one, I might give that one up, possibly. I might give that one up as well. Time to Celebrate. Don't know. The text would be good on a birthday card. I'm not too sure about the watch because it's like half a watch, but it's not really long enough to put anywhere. 10 past midnight. New Year. There's some little postmarks. Maya Road. I like these, but I haven't used them, and I've had them for a good few years. I'm going to hang on to them now. Oh, there's another drum kit. I told you people send me stamps of drum kits because they know I play drums. Have to keep that one. This is this is one of those Tinchy stamps. Let me just show you this one. It was probably in my stamp index. But this reminds me, it's a strange looking cat. Let me show you that bit. You see how strange looking that cat is? If you've ever read Stephen King's Pet Sematary, I don't know whether there was ever a film made of that one, but I'm not a big film person. But that cat reminds me of how I imagined the cat in that book looked like. So if you know the book, you know what I'm talking about. The cat that, I think it was run over and it came back from the dead and it was all kind of mangled. I can't quite remember. But that's what it reminds me of. This one I can probably lose. Oh, I don't know. See, they'd be good on a Halloween card. Okay, hang on to it. These ones I like as well. They're little primas. Little Prima flowers and Studio G. Just cute. So they can stay. So, let's see what's going. Well, that's not too bad. If I let all those go, and then I've got my maybe pile as well, which I can probably give up some from the maybe pile. In fact, those chandeliers were a no. They weren't a maybe. Yeah, okay, so they're going. I'll sort out the rest, and then there's another drawer to go. And I need to check. I think these are all pretty much indexed, but I need to check that as well. Okay, catch up with you later. Well, I've not sorted out the first box yet. They're still piled up on my table, so whilst there's no room to move, let's get another box out, hey? Now, the reason I was going to organise these ones over here, they're all piled up. I was going to organise them into the box, and I thought, I've got this second box, and I don't know, I want kind of like with like, either theme or manufacturer, so I figured I might as well get them all sorted out that I'm going to keep, and then distribute them between the two boxes. So that's what I'm going to do. So in here I've got more of the Lindsay Mason that I'm going to keep. These little scenic ones. They're more, these ones are Inkylicious. They're little flowers. This one is Inkadinkadoo again. I do like this set. I do use the little flourishes on it. Not very often, but I do use them. I like those, even though they don't stamp that brilliantly. Lindsay Mason again, scenic ones. So they're to keep. They're kind of similar to the other set, which I like. Is that? Oh, the packet's ripped. Yeah, so I use those two. There's some nice ones for backgrounds in that set. And when it's a background, it doesn't really matter if it stamps that well. That's more acetate. This is a little cheapy set, but the flowers and hearts are quite useful. So I'm going to hang on to those, I think. These are, I can't remember who these are by, and I don't know where the packet is. But I like these ones. They're all doily stamps, so they stay. These ones. These are by Visible Image, and I picked them up many years ago at a stamping show. I do use them actually. I don't use all of them. Like there's a little giraffe on that. I think it was like get 10 for so much money, so I've not used that little giraffe, and I've not used that one there. But I've used the tree, I've used the seahorse, I've used the birds a lot. There's a feather. There's the feather, I've used that quite a lot. It's a nice feather. I'll keep them. I think most of these are going to be keep ones, aren't they? Yeah, that's another keep one. There's just useful stamps in there, little butterflies, flowers, some sentiments, and there's 2 more of those. So these are all by the same person. Are they personal impressions? Yeah, distributed by personal impressions. They're very similar, they kind of go together. I've chopped that one up. Those little butterflies were part of the sentiment stamp and I've chopped them off. Which I sometimes do. That is a background. I used that and I don't know whether I was that impressed with how it's stamped. But it is personal impressions. I'm hanging on to it anyway. These should be with Christmas stamps actually, shouldn't they? Both of those. This is what happens when things aren't where they should be, they don't get used. But snowflakes at 25, that's a nice one. Right, they need to go with Christmas stamps. More scenic stamps by Lindsay Mason. There's a little house on a landscape. There's a... Actually, see, these are Christmassy too, but not necessarily. Well, there's a Christmas tree and there's a snowflake and another Christmas tree. I guess that makes them Christmas. These little houses I like. I've used these. I've got a journal page with these houses on somewhere. I do like those. The little birds, I like these. Quirky little birds. I think I've only used that one actually. I don't think I've used the other 2. But I will. More houses. I do like house stamps. These are kind of similar to the other set but with more detail. And more little birds. Keeping those. More scenic ones. Flowers. More scenic. Then these ones. I like the flowers. Not sure I'll ever use the girl. I might do. I like the little birds. I might cut the birds off actually. We'll see. You want to keep them anyway. Oh, that's a package. My mind's eye. That's those doily ones. They go in there. So that's who makes those, my mind's eye. I got these for watercolouring. I've not used them yet. But I do like them. Should be using them now. It's springtime. Tulips, daffodils. A bit late for snowdrops. Easter. Love these ones. These are personal impressions as well. Little butterflies. Kind of whimsical butterflies and hearts. And there's a little owl and flowers flourish. That's a good stamp set. This one. I love these but don't use them. They're looking a bit yellow. Yeah, I need to get these used. That's a really nice little flower border. These ones, I don't like all of these ones, but the ones I like I really like. So I like the tortoise and the cat and the lizard and the other cat and that little dog. The other ones I'm not too fussed about, those 2 dogs and the fish, but I do like them. I use those. They're useful background stamps. That's a Halloween set. I have used it. I've used it. I'll keep it. I've never used that set. I could let that one go. That one, I really like these, but I think I've ruined them by using them with clay, and then all the sticky goes off them, so they don't cling to a stamp anymore. But I do like them, so they stay for now. These are 7 Gypsies. These do not stamp that well, but they're lovely images. I'm going to hang on to them for now. And this is an Andy Skinner set. I think the only, what does that say? When you've eliminated the impossible. When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. I think the only one I like on there is the steampunk definition. So that goes into the maybe pile. Then these are all Technique Tuesday, and I love all of these, so they're all staying. There's a little cat it's like the set that, it's like one of the cats off that set that I've got that everybody wanted, that was in the other box, but it's a bigger version. There's little banners. Then there's all these little floral ones. I absolutely love these stamps. I don't think I've got anything on my channel with these, but I might put something on. Butterfly, cupcake, and there's a little tortoise. It's cute. Steampunk heart with all gears on it. A cute little bunny. And then I think the kind of bolts and barbed wire and things that can be used for borders. Happy birthday, like an eye chart. And these more little flower ones, and these little monsters, which I really love. In fact, I've got one of these. Or did I throw them away? No, I didn't throw him away. He's in my box of bits, I'm sure. Where is he? There he is. That's cute. I coloured him with Copics and cut him out, and then he's just sat on my desk. So they stay. So that's all the Technique Tuesday ones that are staying. Then they're more little flower ones, they can stay. Now these are the ones that I knew these were in here, and I was like, is it time to destash them? Character Constructions is who these are by. And they do loads of them, and they work really well together, and I've used some of them on a journal page, but there's a lot that I haven't used as well. They're all very, I don't know how you'd describe them, odd. She's got like, you can't really tell, but she's got like a theatre in a dress. It's like a stage. You can't tell because it's so black. That's because I've inked it. You can kind of just about make it out. The birdcage, that's another one that I've used in clay and probably ruined it. That's, see, I got this one to do art dolls with, but I haven't. That's another art doll type one. And then I've used these, I think I've used all of these ones actually on a journal page. They're in my moleskin, which is out of reach right now. Oh, I don't know. I think I want to keep them. I don't know anywhere you can buy them anymore. Right, this set I think I can give up. Cloud9. I don't think I've used them. Those little flowers are nice, but I've got little flowers. Right, give those up. Lost and Found. I like the Eiffel Tower. but that might be it. And then there's this set. I don't think I'm going to use them. I'm putting them with the maybes. So that's all my clear stamps, apart from the ones that aren't indexed. I didn't really get rid of many there. Only 2 definites. But I kind of knew that. Right, okay, now I can sort out both boxes and put some kind of order to it. And then that might be it for today. It's not been a great deal today, but mostly because I've been doing other things. I can't spend, unfortunately, I can't spend all day every day in here. Because I have other commitments, as I'm sure most people do. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night on these. There's more of these to go through tomorrow, and that cork bud still needs to come down. But when I've done these units that are all under here, there's only 2 shelving units left, and then I've actually gone through every single thing in the room, like properly taken the drawers out, looked at everything, that's quite amazing. It's taken a long time though. Okay, I'm going to say good night, and I shall see you bright and early Monday morning.